Anyway, guys, hopefully you can hear me over the fan. I need a little bit of air circulating because I am hot. It's summertime, so you know what time it is. It's bento time. Wow, look at the packaging. It's got sunflowers and morning glories, which is typical. We've got wind chimes here. Very Japanese, very cute packaging. This cost about 1,380, I believe. The ingredients inside, if you really want to know, I'll link it down below so you can see what I'm eating. I'm gonna guess without checking what I'm eating because that's half the fun of trying a bento. You know what? I just think people have been trying me, and I'm not about that life. Oh, also, before we open this, typical green tea, some odd chat that you can find in convenience stores in Japan. Yeah, this is unsweetened green tea, but I'm just feeling in a very Japanese mood. Why not? Why not, eh? With the eyes. Oh, it's gonna be so good. Oh. It rained yesterday, so let's hope most of these people have cooled off and cooled the fuck down. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is ridiculous. Why do people turn aggressive for no reason? I've seen a lot more mental health cases in Japan than I have back home, and maybe there's a lot of people that go undiagnosed here or don't seek help, so people just lash out and people kind of just keep quiet and don't say anything. I'm not about to be a victim of it, you know what I mean? Anyway, oh wow, oh, she's so pretty. We got everything here. I can smell peppers, I can smell okra, I can smell fish, I can smell eel. This is eel here. Yeah, so I thought I'd have a little chat rant, as I usually do, about life currently and why people are trying me for no reason. Because this seems to be the trend. I always do say, like, take this with a pinch of salt, guys. Just take it very lightly. Not everybody's going to have these experiences. It all depends on the area that you stay in. Like I said, your language ability, maybe the amount of time that you've lived here. Somebody who's lived here 20 years compared to 3 may have had more negative experiences the longer that they've been here because, you know, they've been living here longer. You know, the probability is much higher. And I think that's just what's happened with me. Like, it's unfortunate that I have to witness these things firsthand in a country where I thought people would just mind their business. Anyways, let's dig in. I'm gonna start with, what the frick? I'm gonna start with this. It looks like some kind of jelly, like a gelatin. Edamame, which is beans, and squid. Whoa, this is different. I like it. Oh, that's good. It's like flavored sauce in a gelatin kind of form. That piece of squid was delightful. I'm curious about this okra though. Looks like tomato sauce. Oh, it's tofu. I want to say it's sesame tofu with okra and tomato paste that doesn't really have no flavour, but I like the combo and I love the sesame-ness of the tofu. Very delicious. I'm gonna eat this corn. You guys, as you guys might know, people who have been here for a while, especially for summer, I don't know why, I just feel to do a trends video for you. There's a shot of me bending down with this umbrella parasol out in the sun and I'm about to go shopping, and during that time when I was like posing for the camera, this old lady walked past and I said sumimasen, which means like excuse me, but it can also mean like sorry, you know, sorry, excuse me, sorry. And I said that to be polite because obviously I'm filming in a public walkway, a public pathway, so I'm trying to be polite to this lady, and this lady, she for no reason she goes like, she's like and I'm like like, not in her face, she's already walked by, she's already, just as she passed me she coughed. And so I coughed back as if to say that was unnecessary. You could have just kept quiet and gone about your business. I already apologized and said, excuse me, like, I'm sorry. And you want to act that way? And then after I coughed back at the woman, which she started, she then proceeded to say, fuck you, in clear English, right? I was shocked. I could not believe this. Clear English. The finger up like this at me, and I was like, old lady. Absolutely not. I was confused, I was shocked, I was enraged because I haven't really done anything to her. I wasn't harming anyone. I bothered to even say sorry and like to be polite because I know this is a public space. I wasn't being noisy. I literally just crouched down to be in my tiny this. That's all I was doing. So And then when I checked back the video, because while I was recording, she came into the frame, right? And when I looked back, I realized that she had her head turned before she even entered the shot, or even before I saw her. She had her head turned away from me in like disgust. Check out my story time if you want to hear about like situations of Japanese people being disgusted. But anyways, yeah, she kind of turned her head away from me in disgust, like I don't even want to see this person, ugh, kind of thing, right? Before she even came across me. Then she did that, and then I was like, excuse me, and then she told me to shut up in Japanese, and I told her to shut up back, right? But the joke is, once I was done filming, we were going in the same direction anyway. Her old ass was slow as F. She took a different direction from me, but like, I'm like, you know what? I dare her to say anything to my face, because she timed that just as she was passing, but she didn't say that to my face. She didn't stop and say it in my face. She wouldn't dare, do you know what I mean? I'm like, let me intimidate the shit out of this woman. Do not give a fuck. This corn is good. It tastes like it's been doused in something, like cooked in some kind of broth. A little bit of saltiness to it. Like, it's ridiculous. Anyways, let's try the eel. Eel's very expensive, so I am very surprised that this bento box costs as much as it does, because eel is like a delicacy in Japan. Try the eel. Savoury, sweet. Rice has a little bit of sauce on it as well. I think it's probably from the eel. It's delicious. No bones, thankfully. I love me some eel. Unagi. Reminds me of Friends. But anyway, like, so we're heading to the train station, right, in the same direction to go. She was getting into the elevator to go down to the platform to catch the train. We caught eyes, right, and then she was like facing away, and she did the finger again as she turned. As she turned away, she did the finger again, so her back's to me, and I can see her finger like F off, basically. It's telling me to piss off. And I'm like, what is wrong with this woman? The elevator doors hadn't closed yet, and I started speeding up, right? So I didn't go towards her like I was going past her, but I was speeding up, and she could see me. She decided to abort mission, come out of the elevators, and go. She disappeared. She just went back to the gate. The train was coming very shortly, so I was like, whatever, good riddance. I don't want to see you on the train anyways. So I went downstairs to catch the train, right? So she disappeared. God knows where she went. As soon as I reached down the bottom of the stairs to the platform, I see what they're called. I saw a train conductor or the train staff kind of coming down the stairs hastily. They weren't looking directly at me, but they were like looking around the area, and I was like, did this bitch go and complain about me to the train staff and then have them come and look because she's scared for her safety, although she's the aggressor? She's the abusive person for no freaking reason. I was like, no, not today, excuse me. No, they're not. I think I've grown even better at reading people whilst living in Japan. The mannerisms are different, but I can tell when people are like being freaking weird. So anyways, he was like, kind of like pretending that he was like doing something. He wasn't doing anything, he was like looking around, but not making it too obvious. He was like just looking back and forth, and I'm like, okay. Excuse me, like in Japanese, and then I asked him to come over. And I translated because I couldn't explain everything the way I wanted to. Hopefully it translated. I was using a blend of English and Japanese. But I said to him basically, there's an old lady that's been harassing me for no reason. She was wearing a red dress with flowers, very old, and like has a hunchback. And just watch out for her and take care, because I'm not the only foreigner in the area, and she could just be aggressive to other people for no reason, and it's harassment, okay? And also, I don't want to be painted as that aggressive, dangerous foreigner just because I'm younger than her and I'm black. I'm not like an innocent, small, petite girl, you know, like in Japan. You just don't know what kind of picture people will paint of you. And when it comes to the legal system here and how police deal with people, they don't, no offense, if you are a policeman, I mean, I dated a policeman once, so... But anyways, like, if you're a policeman, they're very passive here in Japan, I'd like to say. I've seen some videos where they're actually like really doing a good job, and they are considerate, but when it comes to like real ish going down, and for my last experience that I had with somebody harassing me, I don't know what's going on in my life, but just don't trouble these people, but for some reason, they just hate me. So anyways, this picture of me, and then this is my area, this is where I live, you know, this is my home. So the last thing I want is beef with a random Japanese woman who's gonna keep harassing me, I'd rather let it be known now that there's this woman harassing me, and if I have to take it to the police again because some crazy mental person dealing with mental health and hate for no reason is bothering me, I'll have to go and do that. If we both live here, it can't run. I need to protect myself because I'm the foreigner here, and the Japanese person will always have the leg up because firstly, they're native, they are Japanese, I'm the foreigner, they can say whatever they want. So I feel like people are less sympathetic. Not always, but I've heard cases of people, you know, defending themselves in public and going to jail because they've been seen as the aggressor, or they were trying to defend someone, and yeah, they've just been, the whole situation's been misconstrued and they've been jailed and locked up, and you know, a lot of foreigners have had to bunch together to try and get foreigners out. This has happened. So you really need to protect yourself, and people tell you not to record people. I'm telling you right now, don't listen to that advice, okay? Record people. If they get in your face, if they're doing anything aggressive, record them, because if you can't communicate effectively and fluently, and you have no support or evidence to back you up, I feel like we're pretty much screwed compared, you know? So I will continue recording people if they get in my face, if they get aggressive. I will record that ass quick time to protect myself. Okay, absolutely. Don't listen to that advice. I remember the police told me last time this happened, and I showed them the evidence and I said, please listen to it, she's shouting abuse to me. They were like, oh, well, maybe you shouldn't record people. And I was like, I wasn't even in her face. She was behind me in the distance. And she's the one that came up to me. So how is that my fault? I'm just trying to protect myself. And this is what I mean. It's just twisted here. It's backwards sometimes. People get away with so much ish. Ridiculous. So protect yourselves. Anyway, I told the train conductor all that. Oh, dropped in my hand. And he said, okay, I understand. Please take care. And then I got on the train, and I haven't seen her again, thankfully. My goodness. But what an absolute hothead. I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. This is what I get for trying to be polite, for trying to be courteous to an old lady. Snow White, evil witch, red apple, hunchback bitch. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? This is a rare moment. Shumai forever. Why do I always sing when I get to that part? One of the highlights of every bento. So far, everything is delicious. Oh, we've got some pumpkin. You know what, these days, I'm not hating pumpkin as much. I don't know why. Am I getting old? I don't know if it's the taste of the pepper, right? The green pepper. But that left a lovely flavour, and it was like coated in something a little bit sweet and sticky. Maybe honey. Ooh. Ooh. I love pepper. It's a bit spicy. Oh, it's spicy. I thought it was just a normal green pepper, but it wasn't. Woo! Okay, hello. What's this? This is like a paste. Kind of looks like miso or some kind of meat paste. I don't know. We'll figure it out. This has got eggplant, juicy eggplant, fried in a meat sauce. Winning combo. I don't know what that is, but I love fried eggplant. It's so good. I've even got some in my freezer. That's how much I love it. Red pepper, love it. I don't know why, but my students hate piman, which is pepper. They hate green peppers especially. I don't know why it's such a hate here. You know, like Shin-chan. It's true. I don't know why it's such a hate here. It's so delicious. Lotus root. No flavour. Let's go more into the past. It was still like entering summer and this hot season, but a couple of weeks ago. Is this ham? Smoky. Date story time. I went on a date to an izakaya with this guy. Looks wise, he was okay. He was okay. That's all I can say. He was okay. I keep saying he was okay. He was okay. He wasn't too tall, but I think he was a little bit taller than me. He seemed quite nervous at the beginning. It was evening, so it was very busy, and there's many people finishing work and things like that. It's like in the evening. So if you don't book places, all the salarymen and all the people that are finishing their jobs are gonna take these spaces because they're probably pre-booked. It's like a busy time. Do you know what I mean? Because after work, everyone goes to eat out a lot. It's just a common thing in Japan. So he didn't book anywhere. And so we went to the first place of his choice. It was busy, and then luckily he had a backup plan of where to go, and that place wasn't busy, and we got in. But as we sat down to talk, the man could not hold a conversation. It was painful, and he seemed to be into me because you know, the compliments. Oh God, I sound vain, but I'm not being vain. I'm just being very honest. Like, I'm used to getting compliments and flattery. But it's not just about flattery, it's about compatibility, and it's about, can we communicate? If we can't do that, then there's just no point to, you know, very early on in the day, I was discovering that we can't communicate well with each other. And like I said, it's not his fault. I am the one that brought myself into Japan. But if I'm lacking, you're going to need to be stronger in English, you know what I mean, to help pick up my slack, because I can't do it. I can't do it to the level that you want me to. But yeah, but this guy had a good job, and he seemed to have good taste. His dress sense was okay, just a bit like old manish, but he did just finish work, so can't blame him for that. But conversation was just like whack and very basic. I was trying to crack jokes and just bring my personality into it, but he wasn't really giving me anything. It's like, nah, you know. But it wasn't a bad date. It wasn't a bad date. It was just okay. Like, I was ready to go home at the end of the time. We ended up staying there for quite a while though. So it was like 2.5 hours. He paid for the bill. Great. Not necessary, but a bonus. And I said thank you, and you know, he asked me, do you have work tomorrow? I said no, I don't. It was like, look, coming up to the weekend. I said, do you have work? And he's like, yeah, I've got a lecture. And I was like, oh, okay. He's got to go teach a lecture, so he works at university. Are you sleepy? And I'm like, no, I'm not sleepy yet. I think I should go home though, because you've got a lecture tomorrow, so I don't want to keep you up. And he's like, I don't mind. In fact, I want to sleep with you. And I was like, huh? What? Excuse me? Did not pin him for that kind of guy. I didn't know where to look. I didn't know what to do. I was lost. What is the heat making people do? Are they just hot and horny, or angry and horny? What is wrong with the summertime with people? I don't know. But yeah, the fact that he even asked that, like, straight off, like, he's like, yeah, I've paid for the bill. Now you're gonna pay me with your... Yeah, I said it. That's what he expected, clearly. It was not that kind of trade, sir. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I was flabbergasted, and I was like, I'm happy you're attracted to me. But, you know, maybe I think it's a little bit too fast, too soon. I don't really know you, and I don't want to have sex with somebody I don't know, or I'm not with in a relationship. And I was like, oh God, not another one. I wouldn't have pinned him as a fuckboy. And he's like, well, I don't think I'll see you again, so I thought I should just ask. And I'm like, are you trying to throw a pity party? I mean, I think deep down I probably knew that he was kind of right, because we couldn't communicate very well. And for me, there was no spot there. He was attracted to me, but I wasn't so much attracted to him. So maybe he felt that. But like, it's just the way he came out with it, and I was just like so stunned. And I was like, no, sorry. And he's like, don't worry about it. Like, and I was like, I'm not worried about it. I'm just like shocked, because he just didn't come across as that kind of guy. He's very intelligent, you know, for what he teaches at university, and for the topic that he teaches to the students. Absolutely intelligent, 100%, you know, but wouldn't have pinned him as a fuckboy. You know what I mean? You don't have to take me out for a drink or anything like that. Go and pay for sex if that's how it's like. The hell? Oh, I love that squid. It's so good. But yeah, I was pissed. I was like, how dare you ruin this date? It was going all right. And it wasn't terrible. And now you just made it worse. Let's try this piece of tofu. I love when things are in sakura shapes. It's so cute. Fried tofu. That's all it is. Probably had it all planned out. Do you know what I mean? Just so disappointed. Disappointed in men. What the hell was that? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you guys. Sorry, I know this is more about summer, but I promise I'll tell you what happened with the guy from my other story time. The older one with like grey hair. The reason why we didn't continue dating was because of me. And it was after we went to a izakaya for yakitori, which is like meat on a stick. We were walking outside and we were going back to the train station, and mind you, this is my area, right? And he turned and he tried to like full on tongue kiss me in public, and I was like like a reflex, I went and I was like and put my hand up in his face and I was like, not here, no, sorry. When I got a peek into his mouth, cavities, black teeth, brown teeth. Right, my teeth are not perfect by any means, but at least they're white and healthy. Do you know what I mean? His were all jacked up to the point that I didn't want to stick my tongue into his mouth because it looked so dirty. And for me, that's just a huge turn off. I'm sorry. Like, if your teeth don't at least look clean, like you can have snaggle tooth, you can have crooked teeth, you can have a gap in your teeth like mine, I don't give a F, right? But if they are discolored terribly and just look like your breath's gonna smell bad all day, every day, like absolutely not, I'm not kissing you. And I was turned off instantly, and I think he got that and he was like embarrassed. But it's like, how could you try and kiss me in public anyway? So I think after that he got the hint that I wasn't into him and we stopped seeing each other. So that's the reason why. Check out that story if you don't know who the hell I'm talking about. But yeah, you know, people have to have their boundaries and draw the line. That's where I draw the line. You don't have to have a big old do. You don't even have to have all your hairline. But you must have decent, healthy teeth. Oh, I forgot this. This weird, I think it's ebi, like prawn. Oh no, or is it fish? Is it whitebait? Is it okay, I'm just gonna try it. How's that the worst thing? Tastes like bleach. What the hell? Oh no, like totally missed the mark with whatever that is. What is this? They're doing transparent leaves now, okay. So random, okay, I like it. And now for my dessert. Mochi, I love the packaging. It's in purple packaging with a mochi. I hope no anka's inside, but maybe it is. It's like a clear mochi and inside is gonna be maybe taro, which is sweet potato. Taro filling. What do I give it? I give it like an 8.5. Anyways, I just wanted to jump on here and say summer is crazy this year as well. I don't know, and not just from a romance perspective, from people are going off their minds. They need to take the medication. Mental health is a real thing, and when the heat rises, people come out of the woodwork and they act up. Okay, I'm not about this life. I just want peace. I don't want violence. I just want peace. Don't make me intimidate you. Don't make me have to fight you. I don't want to leave this country. Let me just be happy. Thank you. So hopefully you are having a better summer when it comes to interactions with people wherever you are, and keep watching my content. Keep supporting me because I appreciate you very much, and I want to keep continuing to grow. Subscribe if you haven't already done so. Give this video a like if you've enjoyed it, and comment down below about your situations. Have you experienced anything similar? Of course, keep it respectful. We're not trying to disrespect here unless they've personally attacked you, but never attack their race, you know. And also, I want to remind you again, this is not everyone in Japan. I am not lumping everyone together. It's unfair to stereotype and say everybody's like this. It's just a rare case scenario that I do not ever want to experience again. Sadly, with the demented, crazy old ladies, this is the second time I've been dealing with this. They're just hating, man. They can't stand it. I'm too cute, living my best life, and they're all old and shriveled and unhappy. When I get old, I'm gonna be an old happy person, I promise to you, okay? I'm gonna be an old happy person in my life. Why am I attacking the youth for? What have they done to me? Live your life, old lady. What? Who hurt you? Anyway, don't let me get into it again. Anyway, thanks for watching, and until next time, Faito, Gavate, peace and love.